morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story for you today: the UAE stands firm in protecting Palestinian rights.
The Dubai fountain will be temporarily closing,
but not right now. The predicted holidays for Eid al-Fitr in the UAE, we've got the information on that.
And this is how, this is a 90,000 dirham way to say I love you in Dubai. Stay tuned to find out more about that.
In today's rapid weather report, it's about 13 degrees Celsius, meaning it's super duper chilly. The sun will shine from about 11 a.m. and temperatures will peak at 29 degrees today. It's actually pretty warm out, although it feels like a fridge.
It always feels cold, like freezing nowadays.
It's just like the mornings, and then it seems to heat up, but then sure, we're not outside when it's heating up. So it's just a cold winter day. Do you like the cold mornings?
Yes. I love the winter.
Even now?
I love winter. It's my thing. I'm not really a summer person, so for me winter is just where I like to be. So I love this.
So leaving the house today at 7 early doors o'clock, whatever it was, you enjoyed that pinch of cold. Gosh. Oh, I hate it so much. I hate it so much.
But I grew up here, so for me, I'm like, yeah, okay, the sun's great and everything, but like I'm just a little bit over it now. I want cold.
I went to an event yesterday evening and it was like on the high floor outside and they had blankets for everyone. Everyone was freezing because everyone was wearing like summer clothes to get cute pictures. And it was just
blankets all the way.
It was just blankets all the way. Before we jump into our top story, I want to discuss a report that came out. And this information, we've got it from Kalish Times. The original report comes from Sensor Towers of State of Mobile. And it basically discussed which apps we use most often and how much time we're spending on them. So the first question I'll put to you is, what app are you using the most? Social media app?
I would assume a lot of TikTok, just because it's so easy to just like doom scroll through them all and you're kind of like not noticing the time as. For me though, I kind of switched up the way I use social media recently. I deactivated Instagram just for a little bit of time because I just wanted to like focus on myself and all that stuff, all that cute stuff, right? So let me see what mine is. So my most used app is apparently WhatsApp. And for the week, it's 3 hours and 22 minutes. And then it's TikTok. Okay, so yeah, WhatsApp. Apparently I just talk a lot.
WhatsApp and TikTok. Well, you are not in the majority, because the majority of people are using TikTok. And in the UAE alone, UAE 11 million residents spent 7.6 billion hours on TikTok in 2024. That equates to 2 hours per resident per day.
Like, I'm just thinking about the amount of like children, adults, elderly. Are they using it for 2 hours a day? Probably not.
I'm not.
So that means there are a lot of like, from like, 13-year-olds to 30-year-olds,
50 probably.
50-year-olds, they're just doom scrolling on TikTok. I'm one of them.
But this is again, Kalish Times, they went in and they spoke to people, and it's like, people say that on a weekend they can spend 12 hours on TikTok, whether it's watching videos about cooking, baking, makeup, everything. But generally 6 hours a day.
That's a lot still. Like
3 to 4 hours on TikTok and 6 hours on our smartphone.
I think we should go out and do something else.
It's so much.
Yeah, that's a lot of screen time. Like also taking into fact that primarily everybody's like working on their laptops using a screen, right? You're constantly looking at screens all day, and then you're going home and still looking at more screens and more screens. It's a lot. I feel like let's take the time to enjoy the weather outside if you like it. I do. So if you like the weather outside, go out, smell the roses.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think though it's so hard to switch off? Like because it's such a habit.
It is.
And even in the evenings, like I make a concerted effort to spend less time on my phone, but when my phone's sitting there, I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I just put it down again. And then I pick it up and I'm like, what was I even? It just keeps happening.
Do you remember when TikTok was banned for like a day in the US?
Yeah.
People were, like when it came back, people were just like constantly showing that throughout the day when it was banned in the US, they would constantly open the app and then close it and open it and close it. And I feel like it's just a habit now.
Yeah.
And when I had Instagram or like didn't have Instagram, I would constantly open the app and then go like, oh wait, never mind. and then I would close it again, open it and close it again. Because I'm like, no, wait, that's not the point. But at some point, it just kind of becomes like second nature to you. You just want to, you're just used to your finger going into that spot.
Let's hope that this report is as mind-boggling for us, for you as it is for us, and we encourage our kids and our loved ones to spend less time on social media. It has its purpose, it has its value, but it doesn't need to be a 6-hour-a-day gig. Smell the roses, as Farah says. Let's jump into our top story today. The UAE stands firm in protecting Palestinian rights. So, following Donald Trump's suggestion that a long-term plan in which the US would take over the Gaza Strip, the UAE affirmed its commitment to supporting regional peace and stability and its historic, steadfast position to safeguard the rights of Palestinians. Furthermore, the UAE underscored the importance of finding a serious political horizon to resolve the Palestinian-Israeli conflict and establish an independent Palestinian state, reflecting the UAE's belief that regional stability can only be attained through the two-state solution.
The ministry further stressed its categorical rejection of any infringement on Palestinians' unalienable rights and any attempts of displacement, and reaffirmed the importance of halting any settlement activities which threaten regional stability and undermine the opportunities for peace and coexistence. Moreover, the ministry reiterated its calls on the international community, the United Nations, and the UN Security Council to fulfill their responsibilities to end illegal practices in contravention of international law.
The ministry underscored the importance of preventing the expansion of the scale of conflict in the region, highlighting the priority following the ceasefire in the Gaza Strip must focus on eliminating extremism, tensions, violence, and providing protection for all civilians, as well as facilitating the urgent, safe, and sustainable delivery of continued humanitarian aid to the Strip. I think we all saw what was happening in the White House in the last couple of days and just sat in horror.
It's been intense.
In absolute horror, seeing these kind of interesting comments play out and just thinking, surely this isn't what's going to happen.
Like, it's been a little bit intense watching it all unfold, and obviously nobody can really predict what's going to happen after, like, from here on out. We can only just really pray for the best and pray for peace, pray for stability.
Pray for peace and pray for stability. One of the comments that leapt out for us was an Emirati professor in political science, and he basically said, this is the most stupid idea to come out of Washington. We shared this on Lovin Dubai, and a lot of people are just saying, you know, it was just said so casually, and so, like, there's no strategy, there's no plan, like, are you thinking about the people? No. But it's amazing to see the UAE and surrounding countries, Saudi, Jordan, Egypt, are all kind of standing together on this. And we'll monitor the situation closely and bring you further updates directly from UAE official sources when we have them. Speaking of UAE official sources, we got some news yesterday evening.
Exactly, that was a shocking one. The Dubai fountain will be closed temporarily starting May 2025, so not right now. The beloved Dubai fountain will be closed for 5 months. For a major upgrade and routine maintenance, but don't worry, it's coming back better than ever. The upgrade will include advanced technology, improved choreography, and an enhanced sound and lighting system, making the shows even more spectacular than they are now. So if you love watching the fountain, make sure to catch it before May, and when it returns, expect a whole new level of magic.
How can it get any better?
Honestly, it's so nice right now. Like, but I do anticipate that, like, obviously a lot of these major, what are they called, tourist destinations, if you will, they eventually have to close down for maintenance just for a couple of months to make sure that everything is running smoothly. It's giving me like Ain Dubai situation, iDubai. Is it called iDubai? Ain Dubai. So yeah, it's giving that. Like, it closed down for a couple, like, what, 2 years, I think? But it closed down for a while for like routine maintenance and all that stuff. So the Dubai fountain will be in the similar field.
Well, they have managed it well because it's happening in May for 5 months, so at least we know the specifics of it. So if you're planning a trip to Dubai, they're also doing it across the summer period when you have got less people outside hoping to catch the fountain show. May, June, July, August, September. I just find it so magical. I've seen it about 25 times. minimum. And whenever people come, I go straight down to the fountains at first night and we just look up in awe. And I still find it so beautiful.
People do find it really spectacular. I don't know, like for me, I'm kind of like used to it now. But obviously there are a lot of people that find it so like beautiful and enchanting and they love to go and see it. So if you're one of these people who wanted to go and see it, plan accordingly because it's going to be gone sometime in May of this year and for a good 5 months.
Plan accordingly. It's still a beautiful walkway down there either way. So much to enjoy and explore. There's literally exciting things around every corner. Speaking of exciting things, let's jump into our next story.
Yes, the predicted holidays for Eid al-Fitr in the UAE. The first long break of 2025 is coming up and it's time to start planning your leaves if that's what you like to do. We're of course talking about Eid al-Fitr. The holy month of Ramadan is expected to end on either March 29 or 30, meaning that Eid al-Fitr could begin on either March 30 or 31st. So how many days are we getting off? The UAE typically grants 3 days off for Eid al-Fitr. So Ramadan, if it lasts for 29 days, Eid will likely start on Sunday, March 30th, giving you Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Obviously, a lot of people don't work Sunday, so that's just Monday, Tuesday. If Ramadan goes the full 30 days, however, Eid could begin on Monday, March 31st, and your break will run until Wednesday, April 2nd, because the 30th day of Ramadan will also be considered a holiday. So you'll have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if it's 30 days.
So we're looking at a Sunday, Tuesday situation or a Monday, Wednesday situation. Okay, fair enough. As always, official dates will be confirmed closer to the time based on moon sightings. So keep an eye out for those dates. If you want to plan a nice lengthy holiday for yourself, I would take that Wednesday, that Thursday and that Friday off work for a full 9-day break.
Yeah, exactly. Like, well, for me, I'm kind of... I work Sundays, so I'm a little bit selfish there, and I would love if it was 29 days. Obviously, it's just one less day of fasting. Love Ramadan and everything, but 29 days is perfect. So that means it will be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That would be great. But obviously, like, we'll see.
We'll see.
We will see. We will update you too.
We'll wait for that official update, as always. Another update that we got, which we want to talk about, this is the 90k way to say I love you in Dubai. So, did you know Valentine's is on the way?
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Has it hit you like a bloody stick in the face? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
We're in the month of love, which we must remember. But we also get excited because every now and then we get these wild, over-the-top packages, and this is the most, I guess, extravagant. It's not wild in a kind of showy off flash way, but it's definitely the most extravagant in the price tag way.
Definitely. Oh my God. So it's a so here's the package details, right? It's a hotel in Dubai. It's offering a private evening for you and your bae, featuring a private boat or chauffeur-driven limousine to the exclusive Palm Hotel, an 8-course meal by 2 Michelin star chef Yannick Aleno at Safina with private live music, a stay overnight in the luxurious Grand Palm Suite with stunning views along with a rejuvenating couples massage at Guerlain Spa. Oh. Sounds wonderful.
It does sound wonderful.
But also 90k.
Yeah, when you mentioned 90k, yes, it's a lot. It's a lot. Look, this offer comes from the one and only Palm Hotel, which, I've been here 10 years. I've never been. And I've always seen that photo that we just shared. I remember we spoke about like the best, when we first started doing lists, it was either the best hotel pool or something. Someone had included this hotel and one of those images. And I remember being like, wow, that's something.
That is stunning.
And I still, like, even going through the Instagram this morning to find photos, I was like, it still looks like it did. You know the way all these new places open and you're being like, you don't need to be the newest to be the best. Like, it still looks phenomenal.
It still looks like pretty top notch for me. But yeah, wow. So, I mean, if that's how you say I love you, if your love language is, I guess, giving with a touch of splurging, maybe you would like this kind of offer. 90k, is that too much? Is that too little? I know it's too much, but
that's a really good question that you asked. Is that like, what is your love language? Because we could say is love about grand gestures, or would a heartfelt written note do the job? And if your love language is gift giving, I have no doubt, because then you don't care about price, because you're like, it's about the thought of the gift and da 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 da.
Exactly.
That's my love language again. I think I want all of them.
Everybody loves all of them. Everybody wants a bit of each one. But for me, this, a little bit too extravagant. I don't think I need that much. Gifts is one of the low rated ones for me. So if I just have someone like spending time with me, quality
time. That's my one too.
That's mine. So quality time is more than enough. But also, guys, remember that Valentine's Day is not just for you and your bae. It could also be for you and your family and your friends. And just have to put that in there for my singles.
That's nice. I feel like, I don't know if it's Galentine's and like mom and dad love is.
Yeah.
I think it's nice. I think
I'm celebrating Galentine's this year.
Which day is Galentine's? Because I feel like that's the fun one. That's the one where you go
Is
out.
there an official day for it?
It's the day before.
It's the day before?
Yeah, and there's a couple of nights. We've gotten some invites for events for Galentine's. And that's the one where you go out, you get dressed up, and you have a wild time.
With your gals?
With your gals. It's like the girls' night out.
I think, I will be participating in that. But I'm actually going away for Galentine's. So, well, not Galentine's, for Valentine's Day, for the weekend. I'm going to be going away and having a fabulous rendezvous alone. Not alone, but with my bestie.
There was so much in there to
know,
unpack.
I
Because
know.
you said Galentine's, you're like, but actually I'm going away for a rendezvous. And we're like, oh, right, tell us more.
But it's just Valentine's Day with my bestie. That's basically what it's going to be. Any plans?
Valentine's Day, no, because it's like yonks away. It's 2 weekends away. I'm not a big splurger. You know, when you look at the 90K price tag, you're thinking some people get paid like, or you know, salaries are like this is an annual salary, so that would be too much for me. I'm not a big going out on the night type person. I like a Valentine's Day in actually, and like do cute things.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Things.
Even like just staying home and doing something cute, I feel like that's more than enough. I mean, but if you're really into chauffeur-driven limousines.
Well, I'm like, is that because I'm broke? I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
if I had
90K
cash.
could be someone's like year rent.
It's a year salary for some. That's the thing. And I think when you look at it in that way, you think it's it's quite
Okay.
a lot.
But if that's what you're into, I mean, take a look on
By
our
all
Instagram
means.
and you'll find it there. I mean,
By
we're
all-
not advertising it, but I mean, if that's your thing.
You're in the city for extra, and this is the place to do it. Okay, good morning to everyone. 160 Ishmael is messaging from school. I'm assuming your class doesn't start till 9, so that's fine. We appreciate you tuning in. But if your class has started, put the phone away. That would be my note. Okay, that brings us to the end of the show.
Yeah, okay.
On this Thursday morning. Back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Thank you, Farah.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.
Bye.